Hey people, I want to talk about the paralyzed man in Mark chapter 2, 1 through 5. It's the four men who bring the paralyzed man to Christ because the room is full. There's too much going on. Christ is surrounded by people. They can't get the paralyzed man through the crowd, so they break through the roof. They break into the house. And, Christ says, your sins are forgiven, because he saw their faith and said, wow, that was awesome. And these four men, they're missionaries. And the paralyzed man symbolizes people who are overwhelmed by oppression from the enemy. Not necessarily physically paralyzed. We're talking about just everywhere we look, we see people who are spiritually paralyzed. And the workers are people who take notice and they see, oh, this person really isn't even aware that they need Christ. They're not aware that Christ has a higher calling for them. Christ has an inheritance to give them. He wants to welcome him into his arms. He wants to give them a light burden. He wants to free them from their lower nature. And they don't know how to get to God. They don't know how to get to Christ. And it takes those four. You need to be one of those four men that brings him to Christ, brings her to Christ. Alright? So let's notice also that it said that the person who sinned, he sinned, your sins are forgiven, which gives you the idea that he became paralyzed through sin. So if we start to drift away into sin, we will become paralyzed. We will be entering into interaction with demons, and our lower nature will begin to dominate us and paralyze us in fear, ignorance, lack of connection with God, discipline. We will become disciplined and punished for our rebellion, and we'll be stuck. We're stuck. We can't move. We can't stand up. We're stuck on a bed. And the four people said, hey, just rest on your bed. We're going to take care of it. We're going to intercede to God for you. Just rest. We're going to take you to Christ, and Christ is going to pray for you. That's how we come to Christ. Alright. Well, hope this video helps you and you can understand it. It's Mark chapter 1 through 5. Mark chapter 2, verse 1 through 5.